Hi friends, how are you? Welcome you all to the NetMinion Solutions, where your outcome always matter to us. Today we are creating one video regarding F5 ASM importance. Okay, but before that, let us talk about what is the application and why it is required, and how web vulnerabilities affect us. So when we are talking about the web, we talked about HTTPS, that is the secured. We are aware that SSL or TLS security should be there. We should be having a certificate that should be imported toward the server side, toward the client side, and there should be end-to-end encryption. So if one is accessing any of the site over the web server, and even if it is a SSL traffic, it does not guarantees that your web application is not vulnerable. Okay, so your end-to-end traffic may be encrypted, but your web application is vulnerable, and even then some of the attacks can be happen on your web application. What are those attacks? We all aware about Owasp top 10, right? So Owasp top 10, for your information, is an international non-profit foundation that works to improve your application security. The people work, it is an online community, okay, which produce various articles, methodologies, or you can say documentation and the tools, so that web application security can be enhanced. Okay, and the risk most you can say they are focusing on the most top 10 risk, okay, that are the security risk, which are injection, broken authentication, sensitive data exposure, and these all which are you can see on your screen. So we will be checking couple of them on our website, which is vulnerable to the attacks, okay, and we will be performing some lab to them. So not all, but couple of them. Let us talk about those only, not on the full all of the top 10 risk. So we will be applying 5 vulnerabilities on our lab, and we will be checking them all together. First vulnerability, if you see here, is the injection attack. So let us talk about the injection attack. So whenever we say some injection attack, it means hacker is injecting some code, something into the web application, even if again it is SSL encrypted traffic. So they are applying some code which is again doing such things which should not be the results, okay, abusing the things. Most common attack is SQL, that is your structured query language, the language of love between your web server and database server, or maybe application server. So all of you are aware about, right, so how the application flow works. So first your web server come into the picture, then maybe your application server, okay, and then your database. Whatever the things which are stored, that is into your database. Now the communication between them is go with the SQL. What hacker can do, if we have on our login page there are 2 parameters, username and password, we can just replicate this by just providing some kind of SQL script into our username, and we will be checking that we are logging into the website, even though it is not a legitimate user, but we will be into the website. So very common script, the SQL script, is this one. So by logging into this, we can see that we are able to log in into our website, and we can check multiple of the things which should not be the part. Second thing is parameter tampering. So for talking about the parameter tampering, before that we should be aware about what the parameter is, right? So if we talk about the parameter, first of all let us go through again to the URL part. Into URL, what is this? This is your protocol. It can be your HTTP, it can be your HTTPS, and then www dot whatever, maybe netminion.net, or whatever field you are checking. This is your host name. And after this, whatever you wanted to search for, okay, like F5 administrator, okay, then ASM, okay, then maybe module 3 or whatever. So this thing is your file path. After that, maybe if you are searching for something that is known as your query string, there can be some parameters and there can be some value. Now when we are talking about the parameter tampering, it means we are tampering this value of some specific parameters. Okay, in our case, if we will be talking, then when we are getting logged in into our website, our parameter will be nick, and it will be having the assigning value whatever username you have logged in with. But when I am changing this maybe with asterisk sign, you can see all of the users data, and that is again not a good stuff. Okay, that we will be checking in some time. Then we have hidden field manipulation, very important and interesting one. So what this talk about is, like, if maybe let me give you an example. This is our application. On our applications, maybe there are multiple items to buy. I'm choosing one item to buy whose rate maybe $500. Okay, I will be using my Fiddler proxy here. So what is my Fiddler proxy? It is again a tool, okay, which is free to use for your test environment, and every request will be going through it. And if request is going through it, I will be stop the request and I will tweak this hidden parameter value, and I will be changing this $500 to be, let us say, $5, and the same item I can buy in $5 only. So that is again issue. Okay, it should not be the way like we are doing. So this is again a vulnerability which we need to expose. Then forceful browsing vulnerabilities. Okay, now when we are saying that forcefully we are doing something over here, what we are doing, we are just finding out maybe some files related to some database, related to some such kind of password files, some admin files. Those files should not be rendered to the hacker. So let us suppose I'm just going to the website, okay, and what is my host name is, then my file path, I am just going to the maybe admin panel and I wanted to check for the password, and here I am getting such kind of stuff which should not be intended, for which this user is not intended to. Okay, that forcefully you are browsing to the vulnerability. Okay, then last is XSS. XSS is again, it is your cross-site scripting, that your user is now maybe injecting some kind of script. So here we can inject maybe a script. So to inject a script, very easy, you need to go and you need to write down like script, start with that. Okay, and maybe you can just produce the alert over here, and into the alert whatever you wanted to give the message, maybe hacked. Okay, so such kind of script we will be introducing maybe while selling some item. Okay, and we will be checking that when victim is clicking on that, and his website will be showing that okay, you are hacked, bro. So like that. So these 5 vulnerabilities we are going to test now in our lab, NetMinion Solutions Lab, okay, which you can purchase also if you have not have the lab in your PC. So to go into the NetMinion lab, just click on the www.labs.netminion.net. You can register over there, you can pay the fee, and you can get whatever lab you wanted to get. Okay, not only the ASM but whatever lab you want. So this is our lab, where you can see we are having an ASM, and traffic will be coming from here through the cloud to the DMG to the ASM, and through ASM it should be going over NetMinion website. Okay, it is an hacking website again, so which is again free to use. Okay, we can find it out. How I will be maybe posting another video how you can set up your own lab on your PC. Okay, but for now let us concentrate over here. So here you can see the traffic is coming to the ASM, and from ASM to the website. But to show you these practicals, what I am doing, I am not applying any kind of security policy over here onto this virtual server. So there is no security policy. Maybe I am creating another video when I will be showing you how to mitigate these vulnerabilities through big IP ASM. Okay, and what about the support ID and all of the stuff I will be mentioning at that time. But currently our ASM is not working as ASM, but you can say it is working as LTM, because we are not applying any kind of security policy. Now let us just start the lab and let us see, okay, how it is working. So let me click on my Windows machine. Okay, so this is our ASM box, admin and NetMinion, where all of these, you know, local traffic, if you will go, you can see there is a virtual server, and currently I have not applied any kind of policy. I disabled it, okay, for the practical purpose. Now I am going to my hacking site, and again it is nothing. It is again my going through my ASM box, what I told you earlier. Okay, now let us apply some of the attacks here. But before going that, let me log in into this website through the legitimate user. Okay, and you can see that if I am parsing the current username and password, I am into this website. Okay, if I am going to the control panel, you can see here my name is showing, my credit card is showing, whatever my mail ID, telephone, address, and blah 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 blah. But it is showing only for me, right? So you remember before some time I was talking with you about the parameter, and I was mentioning the nick. Can you see here into the nick parameter value is what? The username from which I logged in. Okay, let us first, you know, tweak this parameter and let us see like what is the result. Now I am just tweaking this value and I am putting star and putting enter. Hey, are you able to see 31 registered users, and I have the data and the credit card of all of them. Okay, I have mail address, I have address, I have telephone number, which is not the, you know, good thing, even though you are using HTTPS traffic. Okay, let me show you. So you can see it is an HTTPS traffic, right? I am using a client-side SSL on my LTM box. Okay, if you are not aware about that, maybe you can see the video which is coming up on the I button. Okay, for the SSL profile, you will get a fair idea about it. Now, even if it is an SSL traffic, but my website is vulnerable, right? So one lab which we was showing you is the parameter tampering. Now let us talk about the injection attack, and when we are saying injection, maybe the SQL injection. You remember I told you this is nothing but an SQL query. Okay, and we are just sending SQL query into username. I am writing down this SQL query. In password I am not giving anything. Okay, when this web server will go to the database server and talk with that, see what happened. I am logged into this website. If you go to the control panel, hey, it is providing me all of the details again. So here again this website, which is an SSL website but not secured, because it is providing me all of the information and it is vulnerable to SQL attack. Okay, let us talk about some more attacks which we talked about. Okay, maybe forceful browsing first. So let us go over here and maybe let me check for includes config.inc.php old. And are you able to see that file which is not should be there, but I am having everything into that. Okay, so such kind of forceful browsing should be stopped. We should not be able to access these kind of stuff. So how to mitigate those things, that we will be talking out, okay, in a very great way, but not today. Now maybe let me log in into it. Control C. Okay, and let me sell an item. So let me use camera only, and here I was talking about a script. Let me write down that script now. Okay, so this is a script, and into this scripts maybe I can provide an alert. So let me provide an alert, and into alert let me maybe just throw out a message that you have been hacked, and then let me close this. Okay, so I need to maybe select a picture. Let me use this picture. Then maybe auction starts from 10. You can select 10. Reserve price, duration 1, country, any country I can just select, any zip code I can select. Maybe I accept the money order. Okay, and when I click on submit, oh, there is some change in the script. Maybe let me go back and check it again. So script, and into this script what I am saying, that alert, and into alert I am giving the message. Some message is there, but I am not closing it. Okay, let me close this. Now file is used, country is there, duration is there, everything is there. Let me select again. Oh, so you can see that XSS attack or cross-site scripting attack is there now. Okay, so you can see that message is coming over there that okay buddy, you have been hacked. Okay, whatever message you wanted to give, maybe you can give that message. Again, what are the mitigations, how to apply the security policy, we will be checking each and everything in detail in our classes. Okay, the batch is already started, so maybe you can just enroll and you can take the benefit of this batch. Now let us go to the Fiddler and let us just initiate our last vulnerability. So Fiddler, by the way, is a proxy, okay, which is sitting in between the web application and our PC. Okay, any connection will be going through the Fiddler. So let me check, let me go to the home, let me select yes, buddy, you can accept it, and maybe what to maybe Sony Vaio laptop. Oh, $15 only. So I am going to the Fiddler, I am going to the rules, into the rules I am going to the automatic breakpoint. I am saying before request it should be go to the Fiddler, and Fiddler should select it. You can see the Fiddler is saying that buddy, there is some request come. Okay, let me go to inspector. Into the inspector let me go to the web form, and here you can see this is my hidden value, which is price. I am changing the price from 15 to 1, completing this request, and into the breakpoint I am making it disabled, and you can see the price is now changed. And if I will put my username and password again, maybe let me select my username, that is my password as well. So are you able to see the same thing which was into the $15 I have purchased in $1 only. Okay, so that kind of stuff is known as hidden field manipulation. We are manipulating with the hidden fields. Okay, so such kind of attacks can be mitigated through F5 ASM. We will be learning to the ASM, how we need to go into it and how we can check it, okay, through our lab. So we will be doing each and everything into this batch. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any doubt, you are free to put the comments, and if you want a video on some particular topic, you can let us know. We will be creating. So we have covered all of the attacks, like injection attack we have checked, SQL query where we sent, parameter tampering where we tweaked with the parameter nick, remember, hidden field manipulation where we tweaked out with the price, we open the Fiddler and we just run the request after completion when we made some changes into the hidden fields. Then forceful browsing when we change the file path and we got something out of it. XSS when we write down the script. So that is how we have checked couple of the vulnerabilities of our web applications. Okay, thank you for watching it. Please subscribe the channel, comment and press the bell icon. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.